Denzel then Acuna, they can't see some fight. Charlie, players on high power. Omunja no mun koni enhwade. Person me sure because Acuna vex wa.
Acuna say go beat that freeze.
Nipa 11 e pata Acuna. Nipa 11 omuntimi
Acuna vex, but you then freeze then Acuna who go win.
Me check it or someone Acuna 1.58 Denzel 5.20.
Hey. And the match Denzel freeze. And the match Denzel 1. Mako Denzel. Yeah.
Okay.
Match Denzel 1 Mako.
Let's say agree because we share Acuna and Acuna South America for no. Are you wicked?
So I could see that sense of agency from the coaching side because the coach, the challenger, I make red. Yeah. Even cooling break, he didn't allow the boys to go and cool off. He was just Charlie come, the Ateta kind of thing. Charlie come, we could do this, we could do that. But when they go to the pitch or they go on the pitch, I didn't see any sense of agency in that. And then Sporty TV was showing the Sundowns game because I mean a lot of South African, and then because of South Africa, they have like 1 million followers right now or 1 million subscribers or I think on TikTok and not because of the South Africans. So the South Africans were watching the match. So because that is why they showed the South African game instead of the Borussia Dortmund game. But the Sundowns, they are a very good side. I mean, they won. I think they are the only African team to win a game in the Club World Cup.
The only Esperance.
Esperance also won a game. Yes, yeah. Esperance also won one game. But when you compare the performance of Sundowns and Esperance in the Club World Cup, we could clearly see that Sundowns were better than Esperance.
First game beating Ulsan Hyundai, second game 4-3 against Dortmund.
It not be easy like that. Yeah. And draw against Fluminense. So it not be easy like that. So Sundowns, I wanted them to do better. I mean, they could have won the game, but the sense of urgency were not there. The game I watched on Sporty TV, it wasn't there.
So 4 more teams to complete the round 16 knockout stages of the ongoing 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Inter Milan have made sure they top their group by beating River Plate by 2-0. Such an intense game it was to watch, and quality made the difference between the two sides. Monterrey also beat Real Diamonds by 3-0. Today we are going to see Juventus play against Manchester City, the much anticipated match we always wanted to see. Man City 6 points already, Juventus 6 points already. We want to see who is going to be the leader in this group. So for review the matches we've seen so far, Inter Milan 2, River Plate 0, Monterrey 3, the Real Diamonds Ade plus Kobo. He's very interested in the Inter Milan game. Because now Denzel then Acuna, they can't see some fight. Charlie, players on high power. Omunja no mun koni enhwade. Person me sure because Acuna vex wa.
Acuna say go beat that freeze.
Nipa 11 e pata Acuna. Nipa 11 omuntimi
Acuna vex, but you then freeze then Acuna who go win.
Me check it or someone Acuna 1.58 Denzel 5.20.
Hey. And the match Denzel freeze. And the match Denzel 1. Mako Denzel. Yeah.
Okay.
Match Denzel 1 Mako.
Let's say agree because we share Acuna South America for no. Are you wicked? They be wicked. Acuna, if you watch Netherlands versus Argentina.
Yeah.
That 2022 World Cup. So those people were not to talk, but they don't really like the black guys.
Well, say that ball, it be Gonzalo Montiel, and a ball ni ura. Netherlands boys, they more vex. With Italy, no be small.
Acuna no.
Acuna, it be
like that match. Acuna tag like figure. Acuna never was that match. So I'm not be sure. So catch say who beat me.
Acuna say come the back up.
Yanko ena Denzel say relax.
It's just because Denzel Dumfries was on a yellow card. Yeah. Acuna was also on a yellow card. Yeah. But Acuna is
also with
him. Yeah. Denzel Dumfries has like round of 16 and probably quarter-final, semi-final to play. So and then this is his first game in the tournament. Yeah. He was injured. Yeah. So if you fight on a pit or on a field, it means that it is a red card. Acuna will get red. Denzel Dumfries go get red. But it go affect you.
It go affect Acuna if they go play the next Club World Cup.
That be 4 years. But you Denzel Dumfries, it go affect you. Yeah. So Denzel Dumfries was like, let's go to the tunnel. Acuna said, make we fight for a year. Hey, Acuna, but yeah, Charlie, it was a tough game.
Very great.
Very intense game. Charlie, 8 yellow cards, 2 red cards. If I tell you say the game, now you know be easy like that. Now you know be easy like that. Because Charlie, everybody they won't win. Because Monterrey won their game. 4 goals to is it 4 goals to 1 or 4?
3-0.
3-0. So you see, because Monterrey won 4 goals to 0. 4 goals to the last minute they scored. 4 goals to 0. So it means that whoever 4 goals to 0 last minute cry in the 6th minute. Last minute crash. So it means that whoever wins the game is going to qualify.
Yeah.
So it was very intense game, and even as at the red card, the first red card, it was goalless, you know. Yeah. But when the red card came and Inter Milan scored the first goal, River Plate still had the belief that they could still win the game, equalize and win the game. And I don't know where the belief is coming from. But
no,
actually,
you see, if you ask me from what I saw in the game, I think River were the better team. Because, yes, they created a lot of chances. The 50-50 duels, they won most of the balls. The difference was the midfield. Inter Milan had Endrick Mkhitaryan. Endrick Mkhitaryan made the difference because Barella wasn't really playing. Aslani was trying, but Mkhitaryan made the difference. And as 36 years of age, and how Mkhitaryan is running from the defense, build up about box to box, no creative chances. Sometimes able to spin, gets the ball to Lautaro Martinez. I was like, hey, and Mkhitaryan at 36 years is playing like this.
And then Henry Mkhitaryan was the reason why Martinez Quarter had the red card.
I think meaning Paco in man of the match, but if they are supposed to
give it was Esposito. They gave it to Esposito. The
Franco
striker.
Esposito.
Yeah. The striker.
No first goal. But I think Mkhitaryan was the man of the game. He did everything. And you see, River Plate, because of Inter in their first game, their most important player in the midfield, Enzo Perez, in a yellow card.
Yeah.
Too. So Enzo Perez missed their final game because of 2 yellow cards. Kevin Castano, and also against Monterrey. On a red card. And then Sebastian Drisi, who was supposed to be their top striker, was also injured after the first game against Royal Red Diamonds. So the 3 midfielders, I think this is it Galodo. Galodo, Enzo Perez, and then Castano. These are the 3 midfielders. They be almost starting River Plate. But these 3 midfielders, also because of bookings and red card, they didn't start in this game. So they had to,
of course, even in the
Veta,
and then even in the Club World Cup, the top red cards are River Plate and Boca Juniors. They are all Argentines. 3 for Boca Juniors, and 3 for River Plate, and 2 for Boca Juniors.
Do you know the difference? If I watch the Argentine league, I watch the Colombian league, Ecuador for league now. Sometimes the referees forget they have whistles.
They leave them.
What's the referee now say? Let's go. They'll be like, hey. So on my so these players think some tackles are normal. And that is why when they come to the continental stages,
and it's an English referee, it's a Spanish referee.
Red card.
It be red. You go chop.
A friend is saying this Castano red card no be against Monterrey. If Ankaye Argentina and that's a Copa Libertadores, man red card.
He be play on.
So they've played a high intensity game with the referee allowing the game to flow in all levels. You know, they think say that is the normal thing.
Like a normal thing.
And the referees so now they protect the players. You know, you have a card. And that is why you see Boca Juniors players against we know with the red card too in one game. Into River Plate, out of 3 matches, when you have 3 red cards.
So going forward, do you think something should change in South America?
I'm not supposed. They should know. They should know. I don't think the entire red card, but I need the red card because of the high intensity. Even in the FIFA Club World Cup, FIFA World Cup qualifiers, coming ball, South America.
If you watch that ball, Charlie,
watch Paraguay. Paraguay. Is it Paraguay versus Peru? Referee full the whole. I bang our boy here. Start game. Half time. Full time. No foul. Me say, but the planet team I never recognize it.
Going forward, then for change, or some changing, you maybe because Charlie, the intensity we understand. Intense. You know, there should be intensity in the games, but Charlie, it be too much.
Too intense.
Brazil, Ecuador, Estevao, youngster, they play ball. Or play ball on the fire, Estupinao, and Sadia boy, or the
boy.
And it was a foul. They not give him a yellow card.
See, watch Estupinan play like that in South America, but when it comes to the Premier League,
It is a
he doesn't play like
different ball game altogether. Because if you do it in the Premier League, it's a red card.
I watched Bruno Guimaraes play a certain way for Brazil in their World Cup qualifiers or Copa America, and then when it comes to Newcastle, it's a different ball game. So these players have had opportunity to play in Europe. They know, say, the officiating decisions, no, it is different. But when they go to their home, sir, we are not playing.
Because they know that even if they play that, they play like that, the referees are going to give them, something like, a pass. So, but going forward, they should change something there. The intensity must be there, yes. Football deals with intensity, but the channel is how we know if for change. Charlie football intensity will be there, yes, but in channel Charlie won't calming it down.
But I made mention of the fact that Inter Milan are going to struggle to top the group.
Yeah,
but they top the group.
Yeah,
but it didn't come easy.
Of course,
watching against Monterrey, drawing 1-1, watching against Royal Red Diamonds. 2 minutes to end
last
the game.
minute Carboni
won the game
for.
And yesterday it had to come because of a red card. If not for that, Inter Milan were going to find a win against River Plate. And I think that is a great one for them. Christian Chivu wanted something after Simon Inzaghi left. He knows it is going to be a tough season, a tough run ahead of.
It no be easy like that too. Coming to fill in the shoes of Simeone Inzaghi after they
played in two Champions League finals.
Two Champions League final, won the league,
Italian Serie A.
Compete for the league. It's not easy. And this is Christian Chivu, who is coming from Parma. Charlie, it not be easy like that. So it's a difficult job. But I think sky is the limit. Let's take it as that. Sky is there because most of the players are there. Inter Milan, most of their boys are there.
Everyone is there.
And then probably maybe they will make 1 or 2 additions. That is if they are going to make additions. They have to make 1 or 2 additions. The old boys in the team, they have to
for some of you. But Inter Milan wants a striker. They want to start Rasmus Hojlund. You have Lautaro Martinez,
Marcos Thuram,
and the 2 Esposito brothers, Sebastian Esposito and then Franco Esposito.
And he still wants
Hojlund. And let's not forget there's Mehdi Taremi also there.
He will go. He will go at the end of the season. It is confirmed he will go at the end of the season.
He will go at the end of the That's why they didn't even add him to the Club World Cup team.
But I feel like they should give the young boys.
So already have 4 strikers.
Yeah.
Saw the Hojlund.
No, Hojlund,
the coach knows why he wants him.
Yeah, Charlie.
Because Hojlund has played in
Italy, yes, of course, Atalanta.
And he did very well.
Yeah.
So maybe the coach feels probably United are not playing to Hojlund's strength. And if Hojlund comes and then has a partner, maybe a 3-5-2, on then Lautaro elbow 2 top, on then Marcos Thuram elbow 2 top, maybe he thinks Hojlund is going to deliver. So before a coach will say a player is not performing in a team, and then they will say I still want him, then it means they have a reason for
maybe he has scouted him like for so long. And since he came to Inter Milan, I mean Inter Milan is a big team, it's a big club, and then they can poach Hojlund from Manchester United. I mean that's if you are coming from Man United to Inter Milan, that's because
there's an example of Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku. So at Inter Milan, Antonio Conte won the league with Lukaku and Martinez as his top 2 strikers. And Lukaku had to leave and then go to
Chelsea.
Roma. Was it Roma?
He left Inter, came to
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Now Chelsea didn't call loan. Roma.
Yeah.
And then he came back. And then Napoli wanted Antonio Conte called Napoli. They said Osimhen was leaving. And it was like,
bring Lukaku. And they won the league. They won the league. Double digit for goals and assists. It's not easy. So Charlie, I think that if Christian Chivu wants a new striker in Rasmus Hojlund, as you said, he knows the reason why he is bringing him. But from where I sit, I don't see Rasmus Hojlund starting ahead of even Marcos Thuram. And I think that the 2 Esposito brothers, they should give them chance. I mean, if Mehdi Taremi is leaving and you have Marcos Thuram, you have Lautaro Martinez there, and Esposito, a youngster, is coming in, the 2 brothers, they should give them the chance. Charlie, it go work out to give them. They should give them the chance. But I mean, it's Christian Chivu. He knows the reason why he wants, and Rasmus Hojlund. So
all 4 African teams are out of the competition.
Not so good.
Al Ahly 4th in Group A. I didn't expect that. And in Group D had Esperance 3rd. At least they did better. I mean, at 3 points. 3rd in Group D. In Group F, Sundowns third with 4 points.
They also did
last
well.
game against Fluminense, they had to win to qualify. But I think they did. I think from the start to the end, they were the better team. 3 shots on targets. Fluminense had no shots. They played very well.
Because Fluminense didn't have anything to lose. They needed a draw.
They needed a draw to.
So they needed to hold the game.
Yeah, just
so
to
it was for Mamelodi Sundowns to from the game I watched, I didn't see any urgency in their Sundowns game. Because if you are a team and then you want a win to qualify, the other opponent want a draw to qualify. He's like relaxed. They are relaxed. Fluminense were relaxed in a game. They
will stay back and then expect you to attack, and then they'll catch you on the counter.
So there should be that sense of urgency. I could see that sense of urgency from the coaching side, because the coach, the challenger, he make red. Yeah. Even cooling break, he didn't allow the boys to go and cool off. He was just Charlie, come, the Ateta kind of thing. Charlie, come, make you do this, make you do that. But when they go to the pitch or they go on the pitch, I didn't see any sense of urgency in that. And then Sporty TV was showing the Sundowns game, because I mean a lot of South African, and then because of South Africa, they have like 1 million followers right now, or 1 million subscribers or I think on TikTok, and not because of the South Africans. So the South Africans were watching the match. So because that is why they showed the South African game instead of the Borussia Dortmund game. But the Sundowns, they are a very good side. I mean, they won. I think they are the only African team to win a game in the Club World Cup.
The only Esperance.
Esperance also won a game. Yes, yeah. Esperance also won one game. But when you compare the performance of Sundowns and Esperance in the Club World Cup, we could clearly see that Sundowns were better than Esperance.
First game beating Ulsan Hyundai, second game 4-3 against Dortmund.
It not be easy like that. Yeah. And draw against Fluminense. So it not be easy like that. So Sundowns, I wanted them to do better. I mean, they could have won the game, but the sense of urgency were not there. The game I watched on Sporty TV, it wasn't there.
This is the Gajio podcast. My name is Gajio. I did this whether Kobo be Chelsea fan way. It feels Chelsea go win the FIFA Club World Cup, but I'm last. I don't know. I'm last now. I'm last. I don't against Benfica. Pavlidis mo be Ejbana ma Benfica. Mo menya qualification. Di Maria Beshe go into no. So this be a catch again in another episode.